Hello everybody. Welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. My name is Lorna and I'm currently a container management engineer. This is a YouTube channel that we share various IT information that we know or we feel like it's useful for us to grow our IT career. So if you're new, you're actually in the right place. You're so much welcome, and remember to check on my previous videos and watch them. Please leave a like on each and every video, and remember to also leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the videos, and let me know if you think that like there's something that you would want me to talk about. Let me know in the comment section, and most importantly, please share the videos as wide as you can, because this is a channel that we said we're sharing information that would like to reach so many people as possible. Because the reason actually why I started this YouTube channel is because I feel like sometimes we lack information that can help us to get to the places that we would want to go. And also this is based on mostly on my experience, especially back when I was in the village and in campus. I didn't get a chance to have someone encouraging me or guiding me in the right places to go or what to do in order to come out and probably get a job or maybe start a business or something like that. So I felt like I should do this so that information can reach as many people as possible. And so going forward, guys, we are looking at having podcasts so that you can at least hear from various people who've made it in the field of IT, who've had like several years working in the field of IT, so that you can also get to know how they managed to go to that extent, and how how they prepared themselves to be able to deliver in different sectors of IT. So watch out for that. And definitely also the future of this channel is to take out information to different parts of the country, not only from talking in the here in the channel, but also going physically to different parts of the country, which is Kenya, to take information, talk to schools, talk to children out there, just encouraging people to embrace IT as as a career. Yeah, in the country. So I want you to be part of that journey. So that's what I'm saying. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and share my videos as wide as possible, because we are going to take it far going forward. So please, I want you to be part of that journey. Please subscribe and share as wide as you can. So today, from the title of the video, I want us to talk about how you can transition your roles, but definitely within the field of IT. And what I like about IT is that things are kind of related, so it can become easier for you to move from one role to another. The only thing that is required of you is your passion and the time that you give to get knowledge in that field that you want to transition to. But before you get into that, I'm actually wearing my t-shirt from AWS Community Builders, as you can see. And I want to give a shout out or a word of congratulations to my friends who were able to be selected for the January intake that happened this year. Of course, I was able to talk to some people about, the benefits of being in Community Builder, what it can do for you, what you can get from there. And really congratulations to those who were able to be selected. I'm really happy for you, and I hope that you'll find it beneficial to be part of that community. For those who are able to sorry, for those who are not selected for one reason or the other, please don't lose hope. I know there's an intake for probably around September or November, I'm not really sure, but watch out for that, and also give another try and apply. I think the most important thing that they look for when you're doing your application is if you've been showing your interest in the areas of cloud. So between now and then, just show some interest, maybe sharing some information, maybe in LinkedIn, or writing some articles, or maybe doing a video about something in the cloud and sharing. And then so that by then, or by the time you'll be applying for that intake around September or October, I'm not sure, you'll have something to add to your application, because it's one of the requirements. So I wish you all the best, and I know that for those who've joined, you'll find it so nice to be part of this community. So back to my video, how to transition from one role to another. What I've said is that it's all about your passion. For something that you really love doing, I know it will be quite simple for you to actually get a chance to transition to that, because what I believe in is that you're actually going to deliver the best when you're doing something that you're passionate about. So if you're passionate about something, start pursuing it, and give yourself time. I know I did a video about how you can do self-skilling and transition to, or rather get a job in an area that you like. All these things is more about you taking your initiative, also being so much intentional about it, because after all, it's something that you want, so you have to be very intentional about it. You have to start studying for it, giving yourself time to at least do something, learn something each and every day about that particular area that you want to be in, and definitely doing a lot of projects. What's really important is that you can show that you have some hands-on skill on that particular thing. So if you can do as much projects as you can, please do them. And set up some labs in your in your house, because that one is the thing that will give you your hands-on experience, so that at least when you're going for an interview and you're saying, you have interest in this particular role, and you want to transition from what you've been doing to this other one, you can actually show that you have some hands-on experience. You can actually talk proudly about what you've been doing, so that you can show that passion that you actually want to be in that particular role. So most of things that you will be doing is trying to be very, very hands-on, so that it's not always about theory, so that you're just explaining your theory that you've read about something, but you've actually done something, experienced how this and that goes, through setting up your labs in your place and making sure that you're doing it by yourself. Another thing is that you definitely have to create time. When I talked about that video of how to self-skill, I think I also talked about time, because it can be really hard for you to, if you're already working on some other departments, it can be really hard for you to create time, because most of the time you're tired, most of the time you're doing projects to do that department, which of course you have to do because that's what you're doing and you have to deliver. But at least try to find time for yourself. If it means like an hour each and every day at night, and that's what I talked about in that video for self upskilling, at least find a way of creating time for yourself, so that at least learn something each and every day, so that you have that continuous increasing of knowledge and skills in that area that you want to go for. Personally, I think most of my learnings I do at night and during weekends, because during the week I'm usually quite busy with the work, of course. But at least because it's something that you want to grow, it's something that is key for you, that you want to grow yourself in, you definitely have to provide yourself time and just build those skills. And at the end of the day, you'll actually be able to show that this is what you're interested in. About building labs, you don't have to buy some sophisticated servers and I don't know what have you. You can actually, I've always talked about having a small lab, even on your laptop, using something like VirtualBox or something like a VMware workstation. Just create some few VMs, like 3 or 4, and start learning something from there. For me personally, I've been learning things to do with Dockerization, containerization for a while, and it was easy for me because you can actually create some like 5 VMs. You install a Kubernetes cluster and you start practicing and practicing and practicing using those small virtual machines that you have in your laptop. So it won't take you a lot of resources to just build yourself a small lab. Just make sure that the laptop that you're using has enough RAM and at least some reasonable storage, so that when you create a VM and you give it like 2 GB of RAM and some 20 GB of storage, you won't overwhelm your machine, because you'll still be using your machine for other things. So create a small lab like that and start having some hands-on experience on anything that you want to do. If it's about programming, that's the same thing. You can always learn programming. And what's really, really nice about IT, and I've always said, is that there's information everywhere. You won't say that, I'm waiting for someone to come and teach me. Of course, it's important that you can, ask something from a friend or from someone who is having more experience. But even before you go to that, you have YouTube, you have Google, that you can find a lot of information that you can actually teach yourself to do something. So that initiative, go for it and go for that thing that you love doing. Because as I said, guys, for something that you love doing, you'll actually find it so easy to deliver because it's your passion, right? I think I'm right. Okay, and another thing is that make sure that you're also active in some of the social medias like LinkedIn. Be sharing information about what you're doing. I saw some other guy who's doing online writing and is sharing each and every article that he writes on LinkedIn. And you see, that's one thing that will also tell the recruiters that this guy is so much interested in this particular area, and it will be easy for someone to reach out to you and say, yeah, I've been seeing your articles, they're really nice, would you mind working for us in this role? And voila, you'll be happy, right? So yeah, be active in this social media. I mean LinkedIn, to be specific, because that is where most of the recruiters are, and that's where they'll be looking out for what is this guy doing, what is their profile looking like, what are they sharing, are they active? Please don't be dormant when it comes to being in LinkedIn. At least like on some people's things that they're sharing, share something about yourself, share something about what you're doing, reposting things that also show your interest in that area. And I feel like, with time, of course, you'll get to be known. Somebody will notice you, and you might be surprised that someone reaches out to you. I've actually had a number of times that people reach out to me on LinkedIn saying, I've seen your profile, and it's really impressive, and we can talk about this and that. So it's really, really important that you're active in some of these social media platforms, but most specifically LinkedIn for this matter. Another thing now about that LinkedIn, make sure that your profile actually is good. Yeah, because sometimes you have a good CV, but your LinkedIn profile has nothing, it just has your name and your current what your current position, yeah, and not so many information. I can tell you nowadays I feel like recruiters are also using your LinkedIn profile for recruiting. So once you have your CV, make sure that whatever is in your CV also reflects whatever your LinkedIn profile has. And most importantly about your LinkedIn profile, just make sure that you're highlighting anything. Sometimes for a CV you restrict because you want a CV to tell about your experience because you're applying for a specific job. But LinkedIn, you're open to actually put everything that you get in your hands on, right? Yeah. So even the things that you're sharing as your post also is really, really important that it makes part of your LinkedIn profile. Another thing is that don't be quiet. Sell yourself out, talk to someone. I know this one can be really hard. It can be really hard for you to approach someone and say, you know what, I've been interested in this role, so is there a way that I can get a chance in your department? It can be hard, but I feel like you won't have anything to lose, will you? I don't think so. So if you know someone who is maybe heading a team that is doing whatever you really like to do, at least I feel like you can reach out to them. Is it bad? Do you think it's bad to reach out to someone who is maybe a manager or a team lead to ask if you can be given a chance to be in that team, even if it means for 2 weeks, just to see and experience what they're doing? I don't think it's bad, and I don't think that you'll have um, anything to lose. I only feel like you'll have open yourself, and you'll have shown someone that you're actually interested in this thing, and you would like to see what they do in their department, even if they give you a chance to be there for like a month or two, just for you to to have some that in what do you call it? Is it industrial experience? Yeah, because I remember when you learn by yourself, I would also want to see how it actually happens when it comes now to applying it in the real work. So I feel like if you can talk to someone, also if you're working already, of course you need to talk to if you have your lead or something, and ask them if they can give you like a chance to maybe go to a different department and you know experience what they are doing, because you have a lot of interest. And of course you'll have to back whatever you're saying with what you've been doing, because you can't just say you have interest and I want to go to that department and leave you guys, and because I am interested, what shows that you're interested? So at least you have something to back what you're saying. You can actually say, you see, I've been doing this and that, I've also done this certification, and I really feel like if I get a chance to go there to experience what they're doing, it will be a good thing for me. And I don't think um our leaders are bad people. I feel like they always want to understand, and of course a good leader want to see you grow, so I feel like they won't be hard on you unless it's for a good reason, which is okay, you'll be able to understand. But just try your best and talk to someone that you really want to experience what the other team is doing, and given a chance that you'll really 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 be good for you. Another thing is now when I talked about you giving yourself chance to study, I just mentioned about certification. I also think that it's a really really good thing for you if you can have, because as you're saying you're interested and you're showing what you've done, if one of the things that you've done is actually a certification in that area, don't you think that will be a plus? Yes, of course it will be a plus. So if you're showing that you've been having interest and you say, I've done this certification, man, can I get a chance to go there? I feel like you'll definitely get a chance. So yeah, so have some certifications if you can. And of course, once you go there, be someone who now wants to show that, yeah, I deserve to be here. This is the area that I've always wanted to be trying to, try to show that this is what you've wanted to be, this is what you want to be doing, and you never know, maybe by the end of the day, you'll actually get absorbed in that particular team, and that's what you wanted, right? Yeah. So that's it about you know, how you can, transition yourself. And what I've said is the most important thing is your passion. Your passion can take you anywhere, right? Yeah, if you're passionate about something, you definitely want to do your best in that area, and you definitely get to places, and you definitely excel in those places. So let your passion drive you, and also, just strive to be the best. Let's all strive to be the best. I'm here also. No, when I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself, right? Because as I said, guys, I'm not saying I'm there yet. We are all trying to be somewhere, and we're all trying to encourage one another. So I'm talking to you, and I'm also talking to myself. So let's all strive to have passion. Let's all strive to be the best in our roles. Let's all strive to deliver the best that we can. So I wish you all the best in that place that you are, and you feel like you'll want to move somewhere. You'll want to become maybe a developer. You'll want to become maybe a DevOps engineer. You want to transition to becoming an infrastructure engineer or a cloud engineer. Go for it. Go for it because it's something that you love, right? And you go for it by showing how much you're interested and how much you're doing to make yourself to be seen that you're actually interested, and you can be given a chance to transition. So I wish you all the best. And as I said, guys, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. A lot more is coming. And as I said, this is going to be a big thing going into the future. We want to reach so many people in different parts of the country, Kenya. We want to be able to travel and go to places and talk to people about, embracing IT and all that. Not only for employment, but even for self-employment, starting companies, starting things that can help them to, make a living, different types of innovations. Let us go for it. Let us make a community that is, you know, wanting to see that our society changes for the better. Yeah, I really like that. Our society changes for the better. So let's come together, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share the videos as much as possible, and let's meet in the next one. Until next time, bye.